You know, I'm pretty sure that these aren't the culprit. None of the teeth look too damaged. Heck, the paint's not even bad on them. But gotta eliminate all possibilities, because this is definitely involved in that process of catching it. I mean, I can see some of the paint is missing on here, and it's a little gunky. Alright, looks like there's supposed to be another washer. I'm not seeing it. I'm starting to think that is why this was so damn hard to get off. Pretty sure there wasn't a second washer on here that's supposed to sit. Here's the chart. It's supposed to sit on the outside of that bolt or that nut there, and I don't have it. I don't think I had it to begin with. I could even go back and look at the video and check. So I have to take a trip to Lowe's. Awesome. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to think that that's a misprint in the guide, because I've just moved the washer from this one over here, and look at that. There's like a lot of clearance for that bolt. I don't think you want that. I think you want that flush. So, well, you know what would have been smart if they would have put a hex head right there so you could arrest this while you're unscrewing it, by the way. You listening, Grizzly? Alright, well, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to put it back the way I found it, with the bolt on the inside only and not on the outside. So, it is protruding. Come on, focus camera. It is protruding a tiny little bit, but not a lot. So, in those washers on the manual, you can see it's the same number. So, that unless these washers that are used aren't the original washers, which is possible, because they would have to be about half as thick and then sit on each side of there. So, again, very confused here. Hoping Grizzly can comment. I'm going to start assembling the arm again. I mentioned earlier there's an order of operations to this stuff. I don't even remember what it was. So, going to do some trial and error here. I do know you don't want to put that tension spring on until everything else is assembled. And also you got to make sure that this bearing sits on the outside of the chains. But I think I'm going to put on the large wheel first. The large sprocket, rather. And then the contact wheel comes second. If I remember correctly, which I probably don't. Make sure the sprocket, the smaller sprocket, is facing out in relation to the machine. Move this slide out of the way. So this whole thread goes through here, connects to the arm, connects to the back of the machine. And then tighten it, but again, not too tight. You want the stuff to be able to move a little bit. So maybe just a quarter turn of your Allen wrench. So next, I'm going to reinstall the new contact wheel. And remember what I said earlier, counterintuitively, this bushing, or I guess it's a bushing, sits on these threads. And the gear faces out. This loops through here. So the smooth part rides on the ball bearing. And then this sits on the thread, which then sits on a connector point on the arm. Had it backwards, this goes in this way, contact wheel faces out and the gear faces in, but this still definitely is on the thread. So it's like that, and that way that gear is aligned with this gear. You kind of have to sneak up and under to get this in here, because this gets in the way. You can't do it from up above, so down from below. Okay, we got the contact wheel back on. I hope that was supposed to happen now and not the chain. So we're going to start putting the chains on. I might have to take that contact wheel back off, but it's not that hard. So, actually, I do remember I I believe that bottom gear, this one down there, so it's kind of hard to see, has to come off again in order for me to get that chain on there. So I'm gonna get on the struggle bus and I'll get back to you. Yep, this contact wheel has to come back off. I can't get it around it because it's got to sit on these guys here. Try to wrap it that way, but oh wait, never mind. Spoke too soon. Ta-da! And then this goes. But I think I am right about the other one having to come off. So that guy right there needs to get loose because there's no way I'm getting around all that. That doesn't look right. You can't really see it there. Maybe down from here. Yeah, this chain is just probably not supposed to be like that. It's probably supposed to sit on that gear there, I guess.